Hallo und willkommen zu einer Folge Tower of Fantasy. So, wir sollen jetzt zur Energiehöhle gehen. Warum auch immer, eigentlich ist es irgendwie letzte Folge doch, wir sollen wieder zurück nach Inners mit den Leuten oder so, aber hey, unsere nächste Mission ist irgendwie da oben zur Energiehöhle zu gehen. Von daher gehen wir da einfach mal hin. Dann nehmen wir so einen komischen Delfin hier mal wieder raus. Ey, jetzt den Ausdauerverbrauch von dem ist schon ganz schön extrem. Dafür, dass das Meer so groß ist, der Wald kommt man damit nicht unbedingt. Und leer. Ist das in den Raum oder so? Ne, da oben nur, ne? Tja. So, das ist die Energiehöhle. Okay.
This is strange. I can't detect what's going on inside the cave at all.
Is it possible that the signals in this area have been affected? I think Miss Lin mentioned that the Marsoid ore at the bottom of the sea can interfere with signal transmission.
Then those patrol droids were definitely responsible for detecting abnormalities in the signal dead zone.
Let's go and take a look inside these caves.
Okay. Ab in die Höhle.
This is a lair built by Hatchers.
What a headache. Inner seems to be in a more dangerous situation than I thought.
Maybe it's the same in other caves. This must be one of the places which the gray space entities come from.
This group of gray space entities is hiding in a blind spot where their signals can't be detected. Is it a coincidence, or did someone instruct them to do this?
Oh, erst
Not
weiter,
only
ne?
that, the patrol droids nearby haven't sent any warnings to Inners either. Or they may have, but the warnings were cut off by the interference, just like the detection signals.
You mean that there are disguisers and inners participating in the conspiracy?
We
Klar.
need more clues before we can reach a conclusion.
Yes, we'd better do some research first. Go to Miss Wan Ling to learn more detailed information about these patrol droids first.
Okay.
What should we do with these gray space eggs? Destroy them now?
It's unclear exactly how many
Aber ich glaube, ich nehme den einfach mal mit, wenn ich schnell in der Nähe bin.
It's best not to do anything rash.
Then let's go back to Inners for now.
Wenn ich schon so halbwegs hier in der Nähe bin, dann nehme ich auf jeden Fall den Raum mal mit. Irgendwann will ich hier bestimmt nochmal hin. So, up. Und dann gehen wir zurück. Miep, miep. Weil erst im Auto hier längs war, ne? So, wo ist sie denn? Da hinten irgendwo. Ah, lol. So, seine zweite Ebene. Von hier aus kommen also die anderen Bereiche dann. Ah. Okay.
Miss Wan Ling, we found traces of gray space entity activity in the waters around Inners.
The nearby waters? Perhaps you've discovered a blind spot in our daily inspections. Could you please provide the detailed location data?
The lair of the gray space entities is inside the Marsoid ore cave in the waters around Inners.
Isn't that under the patrol droid's supervision? We never received any relevant feedback.
Because of this, we want to confirm the specific patrol and defense details of inners.
I'll check the relevant records.
Don't leak this confidential information to unrelated persons. I've got it, and we'll look into it right away.
Was sag ich mir jetzt irgendwie auch gewundert. Wenn wir es einfach da
Madam
über
Fiona
Auskunft
told me
geben.
earlier that I must fully cooperate with both of you. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Since this is Madam Fiona's order, I'll fully cooperate.
Mr. Lucius, a captain of the security force, is in charge of deploying patrol forces in the waters around inners.
In addition to performing routine inspections of the waters around inners, the patrol droids will repeatedly survey some key areas based on the feedback from the Mook squad. Lucius adjusts the patrol droid's inspection route every week according to the Mook squad's findings. Only he, myself, and Madam Fiona know the specific arrangements.
However, he's been on sick leave for the past 2 weeks, so Roy and I have taken the duty of arranging the routes. We completed the handover not long ago. Basically, the inspection route is in line with Mr. Lucius's arrangement, so there shouldn't be any mistakes.
Where did things go wrong?
I understand. Thank you.
Okay. Ich würde jetzt einfach mal vermuten, dass dieser Lucius ein Parasit ist. Wäre so meine Vermutung als erstes. Dass, wenn der da schon so krass mit beteiligt ist, dass der das quasi alles eingefädelt hat mit den Patrouillen, dass es nicht so ganz hinhaut. Finden wir den Unterwasserpark? Alles klar.
Entities avoid the patrols of droids and the Mook squad.
We'll go ask Icarus and the others.
Okay, was machen wir jetzt hier?
Mr. Icarus, we want to
So.
learn more about the Mook squad patrol plan. Can you explain it to us?
Yes, and we can discuss other relevant developments. Our patrol plan usually focuses on searching the areas where gray space entities are active based on their signals, unless Archon Fiona has other things in mind. The activity of gray space entities is usually illogical. We can only expand the scope of our investigation as much as possible and try not to miss any suspicious locations. Shira will focus on areas where she hasn't set up any detectors. She usually acts independently. But Annie has made some unexpected discoveries recently.
It's like this. I wasn't able to catch many gray space entities in the few days that the captain was away. They seem to be hiding from me. Ugh. I keep coming away empty-handed. I'm so angry.
Are the gray space entities avoiding any? Melania, what do you think?
When I was patrolling with Miss Annie, it was really, yes, a strange phenomenon. It's like they were trying to lure me away on purpose, and they all scattered when I was about to catch up to them. Ugh, they better hope I don't get my hands on them. Melania proposed that we should launch separate attacks, so we gave it a try. But I don't know if the result of this experiment means anything. Well, when I patrolled alone, the gray space entities seemed to have lost the target they were focusing on. Come on. Am I really the one that scared away all those gray space entities?
Yeah. We heard Archon Fiona say something about how gray space entity behavior has been more purposeful recently.
Is there something special about Annie that the gray space entities have noticed? Or is it... Annie, do you remember who performed the modifications on you when we came to Inars?
I think that's a technician from the security force. What's her name again? It's Nara. What's up?
You mean when...
Could it have something to do with Annie's previous upgrades?
So what?
Annie seemed to have gained many new capabilities after that upgrade, allowing her to receive gray space entity signals more accurately. Is it possible that the gray space entities are using this against us?
Does it have positioning features or something?
That's possible. But Miss Nara didn't mention this when she explained things to us. Did she just forget? Or is there another reason? We'll need to ask her about the specific details.
Yes, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Okay, dann suchen wir mal Nara. Handelszentrum, geht es aber von einem Zentrum ins andere oder was? So, sprechen mit dem Techniker des Sicherheitsdienstes.
Oh. Director Glenn just left, and now we have 2 fresh faces. Let me... I'm so tired.
Work has been so busy.
I see. This technical work is tough on the mind. One word from Director Glenn, and I have to work overtime for several days.
Dr. Glenn? Shouldn't it be Mr. Lucius?
That talented tech department head came here to oversee the work. Didn't he just come up with a way to improve the patrol droids? Now he has a bunch of new ideas for our information receiving system. It's easy for him to give the order. We have to work overtime for many days. What's the matter? I don't have much free time because he's about to verify the functions personally.
I heard you were responsible for tuning and upgrading any from the Mook Squad?
Mook Squad? Oh, I was the one who handled that. That girl is quite interesting. That combat chip that she equipped is amazing. It's probably some of my best work. Seriously, it's so cool.
Sorry for interrupting you. You also gave her a positioning feature, right?
Was there such a thing? I'm not too sure then. We just improved and upgraded the systems according to Director Glenn's instructions. Maybe my clearance level is too low to know that she was given GPS features. Yes, that must be it. What? Is there something wrong with this function now? Jeez. The more troublesome the integration function, the easier it is for something to go wrong. If only I knew.
No, everything is fine. We're just making sure.
So long as there's no problems.
Can we check the location information of the Mook Squad from here?
I'm afraid that won't work. You see, I don't know anything about it. This must be classified information that only those designated by Archon Fiona can see.
Can you tell me about the improvements made to the patrol droids in more detail?
I can't disclose the specific technical details. In short, with the strict quality control of our talented head, you don't have to worry about these patrol droids.
Well, Archon Fiona is planning on testing the performances of a random batch of patrol droids.
Huh? Is this an urgent request from Archon Fiona? Then I'll deal with this first and send the report later. That should be all for now, right? I'll get busy then.
Okay, hat Dieter Huber keine Berechtigung und weiß davon nichts. Aber an sich ist wieder Lucius dafür verantwortlich. Ich glaube immer noch, ich glaube immer mehr, dass der so ein Parasit ist. Auch weil er letzten 2 Wochen krank geschrieben ist. Ja, warum nur? Das heißt wahrscheinlich wird er seit 2 Wochen oder so. Obwohl, müsste eigentlich schon länger sein, dass das so ein Parasit ist dann, ne? Ja, mal gucken.
Executor, Shirley, you're here. We were just discussing the situation of Domain 9 with Miss Lon. Seems that you've also brought lots of important intel.
Archon Fiona, we found a Hatcher lair in the Marzoid ore cave in the waters around Inners.
Hatcher? Is it a type of gray space entity that has catalytic abilities? Sure enough. They're here on Vera too.
I remember that place as a blind spot in the detection of gray space entity signals. We specially arranged patrol droids to conduct daily inspections there.
But based on the current situation, Inners hasn't received any warning about them.
Could someone have hidden the warning messages?
In addition, we've also found other unusual behavior related to gray space entities. The Mook Squad told us that some gray space entities seem to be deliberately attracting their attention to make them change their patrol route. They would lure the Mook Squad to a suspicious location and leave before they arrived, often making any go there for nothing.
This undoubtedly reduces the search efficiency by a lot. But it sounds like the gray space entities could keep track of the whereabouts of the Mook Squad.
Yes, we suspect that this may be related to the positioning system on Any.
Huh? Are you saying... This is a very serious accusation, given that not many people know about this.
Archon Fiona, I've got something extremely important to report. The behavioral logic of the patrol droids you commanded was modified. They now see all gray space entities as harmless sea creatures.
I understand. Recall all the patrol droids now and correct all the errors in their behavioral logic.
Yes, Lieutenant Roy is already working on this. I'll go and help him now.
It's time for everyone to discuss this together.
Looks like you already have an answer.
So, beruft ein Treffen mit den Mitarbeitern aller Abteilungen Inners ein. Ja, wahrscheinlich sagt man, Lucius ist das sowas wie von der Böseite.
Any progress in the analysis of the abnormal signals Miss Shiro found?
Archon Fiona, you don't need to worry about that. It's just something caused by the normal activities of marine creatures. I don't think we should waste our effort on meaningless research.
Oh? The abnormal signals have nothing to do with the gray space entity's activity? Do you have any evidence of that?
Their activities just happen to coincide with those of gray space entities.
Or did you mistake the activity of gray space entities for the activity of normal creatures? After all, I just learned that the behavioral logic of the patrol droids has been maliciously tampered with, leading them to identify gray space entities as marine creatures. Lucius, what do you think?
What? I didn't know anything about this. When did it? It must be a hacker. Maybe someone with ulterior motives hacked into the droid's management intranet. I'll investigate this matter thoroughly now. That's right. Maybe it was my negligence.
The situation is so tense that any loophole may become a fatal weakness. Lynn told me earlier that they found a type of gray space entity called Disguiser, which has the ability to parasitize humans. The host will become the puppet of the gray space entities. Maybe it was this Disguiser who secretly destroyed the defenses of Inners.
Puppet of the gray space entities. I got it. I figured it out. You've intentionally overwritten the patrol droid's judgment on gray space entities by tampering with their behavioral logic. As a result, they wouldn't find any enemies, no matter how many times they patrolled the hazardous areas. During the 2 weeks when you were sick, your evil plan could still be carried out covertly, even if we took over your work. No. You actually are pretending to be sick. If anyone traces it back to you, that sick leave would be your best excuse.
Lori.
Hey, also ist aber genau das, was ich auch gedacht habe. Okay, er war Glenn wohl schuld. Und er hat auch eben so komisch geantwortet, ne? Ah, bist du mal davon gekommen, Lucius.
Boy, you're being reckless. We've been blinded by the facade. That's exactly what the Disguisers want.
It was my mistake.
What is Glenn's condition? Will the Disguiser have any adverse effects on him?
He should wake up soon, but he still needs to be isolated and observed for a period of time.
Okay. Wanling, please take care of him. The previous reports of the patrol droids are completely meaningless now. We need to conduct new investigations on what's really going on in that area.
Okay, leave this to us.
Okay, ich würde aber sagen, das war's dann wieder für heute. Dann wieder vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.